Hello. William Morris and the firm's experiments with ceramics were not particularly successful. Tiles were brought in as blanks from Delft, but problems were encountered with fixing reliable colours and glazes using kilns designed for firing stained glass. Many of the early designs were by Albert Joseph Moore, who was introduced to William Morris by fellow artist Henry Holliday. Holliday had succeeded Edward Burne-Jones as stained glass designer for James Powell and Sons at Whitefriars Glass. Holliday was also responsible for taking William de Morgan, then working as a stained glass artist, who he'd met when they were fellow students at the Royal Academy Schools, to meet William Morris at his Red Lion studio in 1863. Having chosen to focus on decorative rather than fine art, and impressed with Morris's idealistic enthusiasm, de Morgan took over tile production, initially using William Morris and Albert Moore designs, typically of flowers, on bought-in commercial blanks. After moving to Chelsea in 1872, he progressed to designing and making his own kilns for producing tile bodies and creating his own more intricate patterns, which were hand-painted from a master design. As a regular at the South Kensington Museum, later to become the Victoria and Albert, de Morgan had been captivated by the 16th century ceramics on display from Iznik in Turkey, with their striking turquoise and cobalt blue dominated palette, and by Moorish and Indian designs. Through careful experimentation, de Morgan was able to reproduce ceramics in the Iznik style. During his early experience as a stained glass artist, he noticed metal oxides could produce iridescence, and this led him to rediscover the secret of producing lustreware, a type of pottery with a distinctive opalescent metallic sheen, with a history stretching back to the 9th century, flourishing in 13th century Persia before arriving in 15th century Spain via the Moors, from where it was introduced into Italy. By 1800 it had fallen out of fashion and the production techniques lost. De Morgan's breakthrough came after introducing wood shavings into the kiln at the right temperature. When they caught fire, it burned the oxygen in a metal oxide coating applied to selected areas of an item, leaving a thin, reflective metal film that shimmered, a little like oil on water. Further research led to polychrome lustreware, on which red from copper oxide and oxides of gold and silver were combined on the same ceramic vessel, particularly effective set against a deep blue background. De Morgan and his close friend Dr. Reginald Thompson competed to produce drawings of inventive and fantastic animals, many of which ended up on De Morgan's ceramics. Between 1877 and 1881, De Morgan collaborated with artist Walter Crane to reproduce copies of traditional tiles collected in the Middle East by Frederic Lord Leighton that had been damaged in transit, intended for display in the Arab Hall, a specially built two-storey extension to Leighton House in Holland Park, London, now a museum. In 1881, De Morgan moved his operations to a site alongside William Morris at Merton Abbey, where Morris had moved in search of larger premises and to bring his various operations under one roof after 16 years based in Queen's Square. Among the attractions of the site, water from the River Wandle at Merton proved ideal for dyeing and the cleaning and washing of printed fabrics between the application of different colours. In 1882, after producing a set of tiles for the Clyde-built Russian imperial yacht Lividia, De Morgan was commissioned to design tiles for several P&O liners, featuring Iznik-style panels, ships, cityscapes and fanciful scenes. Although the ships haven't survived, the designs and some duplicate panels produced in a belt and braces approach to the inherently risky business of firing pottery are now in the Victoria and Albert Museum's collection. De Morgan relocated from Merton Abbey to his own premises at Sands End, Fulham in 1888. He retired from pottery in 1907 to pursue a successful career as a novelist. This portrait of William de Morgan in later life was painted by his very talented wife Evelyn, one of the first female students at London's Slade School of Art, clearly influenced by the approach of the Pre-Raphaelites. De Morgan and William Morris were both involved with the Society for the Protection of Ancient Buildings. Evelyn and William de Morgan were both keen supporters of the women's suffrage movement. Examples of the de Morgan's output can be seen in many museums and art galleries. The De Morgan Foundation, a charity established in 1970, has items from its collection on show at Cannon Hall Museum, Cawthorne near Barnsley, and exhibitions at Watts Gallery Artist Village, Compton near Guildford, and at Wightwick Manor, a National Trust property near Wolverhampton. Next time, William and Jane Morris and their shared tenancy with Dante Gabriel Rossetti of Kelmscott Manor in rural Oxfordshire. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons and click on the notification bell to be informed when the next video is available, or you can subscribe by clicking on the rose window over my shoulder.